seek the city. David Cameron as prime minister. Turkish forces obtained to a Turk airport a terror attack and airstrike hit convoy and carrying justice militants on Fallujah. That's the news. Stocks, traffic, weather, and sports, all coming up next on the Peter Channel. Morning news coming up in 2 seconds. 1 second in. It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, June 30th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Thursday morning, 30th of June 2016. Here are your news and odds and our top story at 8:30 on this Thursday morning. It is London, where the question of will lead Britain to the year to the muddled mess for nearly a week was purpose scrambled Thursday with the cap that had favored the exit splintered in water tribes and forced them former. Example, Turkish authorities have now detained 22 people in connection to the reported attack, and Turkish official told CNN on Thursday. Tracks in a convoy into more than 500 vehicles leaving Fallujah killed dozens of militants trying to flee the city, an Iraqi official said. Google is making it easier to find out useful information in the event of an earthquake. Searching for terms like earthquake or earthquakes near me will show a card where the data like the magnitude of the epicenter of the relevant quake well as ever. Italian bombers have attacked Afghan peace. Convoys outside capital Kabul killed at least 30 people and wounded 50 others, officials said. Manila, Rodrigo Duterte was tough talking public because there the comparisons to all Trump promised the tackle crowd, corruption, and drug use as it was inaugurated Philippine president on Thursday. Jerusalem, 13-year-old Israeli girl was fatally stabbed as she slept Thursday in what Israeli forces called terrorist attack on a Jewish settlement in the West Bank. Moscow. President Vladimir Putin says that the Russians will respond to NATO military buildup near their borders, but will not be drawn near arms race. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysian opposition politician criticized Prime Minister Najib Razak sent of a state investment fund, Malaysian development. The flight data recorded in the Asia Air Flight 804 indicates possible lavatory and evident smoke before the plane plummeted into the Mediterranean Sea, the nation's civil aviation ministry said on Wednesday. In Rio de Janeiro, both Cuban body parts were government showed the front of the Rio Olympic volleyball side at Copacabana Beach. Okay, Killjoys said it's no longer safety. Mark Kukuno can use one of those Pinterest-friendly that was used by, according to ND News. South Florida officials want federal action along the stretch of Florida's Atlantic coast where the governor has declared a state of emergency over algae blooms. Born in actions that is smoldering and softened in the Civil War, the Ku Klux Klan was reborn before losing the fight against civil rights in the 1960s. 20 years ago, Brad Treat was one of Montana's best high school district writers, his Coach Paul Jokerson remembers him from his humility and kindness. Panhandle, Texas. 2 railroad workers were found dead and 3rd remains missing after a fire head-on crash in a terrain collision in Panhandle, Texas, located outside Amarillo. Oklahoma City. Fire crews rescued the riders after a roller coaster at Oklahoma City amusement park after riders were stuck at the top of the crest of the track. Fields, Montana. A cruiser attacked and killed a cyclist on Wednesday just outside Glacier National Park, police said. New York, the Trump campaign has slept with an FEC complaint for allegedly seeking money from foreign policy to fund this presidential campaign. Google's offices in Madrid are being raided by the Spanish police on Thursday after source with the situation told CNN Monday. Chicago, United Airlines and its flight attendants internally agreed on a new contract that would stop pay rates by as much as 31% for the first time, covering all of the airlines under the single labor agreement. The Institute of the College Access Success released a new report on wait for the fact nearly 1 in 10 community students and 9% don't have access to federal student loans because their institutions don't offer them. The Lessening Lamona diamond is the second largest diamond discovered in over a century, but failed to sparkle enough interest for bidders at a June 20th Sotheby auction in London. Stockholm, Sweden. London Petroleum, a Swedish company, completed its acquisition of minority share in the Norwegian oil field for Sat Oil. One of the more fluid oil fields on the coast of Africa could start delivering its first batch of oil as early as July. So, oil said. Amsterdam, Netherlands, the initial public audit of Saudi Aramco is likely to push the global market for crude oil toward. Despite that, OPEC's influence analyst funds. The six sailed behind. Behind the flagship outpost of his second career at 5 East Washington Street is the bottom of the clock shop moves factate. Bears Kramer City memorial from recordings and other Aerosmith episodes. About a week after solid a Geeks and Cats musical lips will hold its grand opening Friday. Kramer will broadcast live from WZLX and Kenton Ribbon at 9 a.m. To celebrate the event, his celebrate friends, business partners, and local officials to a preview on Wednesday night. Hanover City Council lost an effort to reject the mayor's budget last year. The contentious dispute over the cool fund were able to this week to block the boards of consider a cut to the main user office staff. Boston, fans would say the daughter of the former Vice President Al Gore, who was arrested during a protest of the Boston fire. The WCBB TV reports the arrest on Wednesday during a protest of Energy's so-called West Roxbury pipeline. The group organized the event resistance the pipeline stopped the West Roxbury line as the fuel car ran and Gore traveled to New York to join the demonstration. Worcester, Massachusetts, the trial day has been set for connecting charge with a sealed Cuban boat to the Massachusetts Seminary. Scientists satellites to study how climate will affect the Antarctica and penguins. The results are not good for the species. Researchers from the NASA and the University of California, Irvine, warned that El Nino phenomenon is causing Arizona to become more susceptible to wildfires this year. The UK government has set a world-leading climate change target in the early 2030s, a fifth carbon budget cut carbon emissions by 57% by 2030 based on 1990 levels. Ancient Mars was even more Earth-like than scientists had thought. A new study suggests NASA's Curiosity Department had detected high concentrations of magnesium and minerals in red planet rocks, suggesting that the Martian atmosphere contained more. The global spread of the Zika virus and its links to severe birth defects have yet to worry. Most Americans have taken measures to limit the exposure to the mosquito-borne disease, according to the new Washington Post ABC News poll. Over 80% of the U.S. women groom their public hair for a wide variety of reasons, while previously studies have found that most women groom their hair down there by shaving more to the trim until no one had looked at theirs. Butter has been long considered bad for health, but because it's saturated fats, not. New research reveals that butter should neither be considered to be the road to good health, as eating butter is not risk for heart disease. Peter Chill News Time 839 Tada for a spot support. The Boston Red Sox get shot by the Tampa Bay Rays 4-0. The Oak City Thunder went to sign a money for Kendrick, and the NHL trade market explodes and David Price continues to struggle. The Chicago Bulls drug him will be a prime target for the Knicks. He's already most decorated Olympian of all time, but Michael Phelps will be a more medals Cup August after Wiggins plays in the 2016 rotational games on Wednesday. Peter Chill News Time, still 8:39 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's study off down in Eastern Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Alright, let's study off where outside it so for Mississippi, New England, Connecticut. 95 of the north outside it so 36 route 195 downtown Providence. 95 of the south outside it so protected to downtown Providence. 116 of the south outside it so for route 50 to route 95 of downtown Providence. 295 of the south outside so from route 4 to route 6 in Johnston. 146 of the south outside so from North Smithfield to route 99 to Lincoln, Rhode Island. 99 the north outside is also at route 122 in Woonsocket. Out of the Cape, 25 of the east outside also at the board stretch by route 620 in Buzzards Bay. 95 of the south outside, it is so after 495 in Mansfield. 95 of the north outside, so before Route 120 in Canton. 24 of the north outside, it is so from Harrison Boulevard and Nave all the way to Route 120 in Canton. 120 of the north outside, it's so from Route 24 in Randolph. Route 3 of the north outside, it is so from Jeremy Street, Hickman to the Braintree Split. South Expressway, both ends it's so the pack going into the Braintree Split. 120 of the north outside, so for 135 in Needham all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington, Route 120 south outside, and then so from Linfield all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington, 495 to the north outside, and then so from 85 all the way out to 485 and Mass Pike in Westburg. Mass Pike in the east outside, so from Grafton to Westburg, and then back again from Natick all the way out to the west to Tolls. Mass Pike on the west outside. Brampton all the way at the Newton and Mass Pike on the west outside. It is so from Lower Airport all the way at the South Boston. 93 in both ends, slow downtown Boston inside the tip of the Hill Tunnel. 93 to South outside, so Stowman and Snake Bridge. Route 1 to South outside, so Charlestown all the way. Route 93 from Chelsea. Southern Cal Tunnel South. Logo. Mass Pike on west outside is Lower Airport all the way at the South Boston. 290 outside, it's from Auburn all the way to Route 9 Worcester. 146 to the north outside, also before 290 Worcester. 190 in the north outside, and it's open for Route 2 of the Leominster. 495 in the east outside, it is so from 111 to Westford. And 495 in the south outside, so from Westford to Route 2. 495 in the north outside, and it's over on from Low Tewksbury. Route 3 in the south outside is so after the New Hampshire border, Tingsburg, and then breaks again before Route 128 in Berlin. Route 495 in the south outside, Lowell's right. Route 3 Lowell. 495 in the south outside is so from 20 Edinburgh to Route 93 in Lawrence. 495 in the north outside, Lowell's to the Lawrence stretch. Try to the east outside, it is. Route 45 in Marlborough. 91 at the north outside, so for 57 the Route 291 up in Springfield. 3 on the north outside, also around. 87 the south outside, also after the Canadian from New York, and 89 the south outside, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont. 89 the south outside, also at Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire. 101 in the eastbound side, little so before Route 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire. How is the Maine now? Looking good. Down in Connecticut. 91 on the south outside, it is so from 291 to I-84. I-84 on the east, it's a little so from Newport to Hartford. I-84 to westbound side, it is. So at Hartford, Connecticut. Route 2 westbound side, also before I-84 Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, little so before I-84. I-84 westbound side, so before 8 in Torrington. I-84 westbound side, it is so from Newtown to Route 7 in Danbury. South side, it is so from Bridgeport to Norwalk, and 95 on the southbound side, so from Fairfield down to Stepford. 95 on the northbound side, it is so from all the way out to Stepford, New York. Stepford, Connecticut, and highways and byways, New York City, Oswego. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Spray system is looking good. Due to a traffic problem between Providence and South Edinburgh, Providence line may experience a 10-15 minute delay in the Providence line trains. But otherwise, it's looking good on it. Paris. Peter Channel News Time, 8:44 on this Thursday morning, and it is time now for a weather report. Yeah, look at that radar. Nothing brewing on the radar. For today, South Scott, but 88 degrees. Light river wind coming to southwest from 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Zach, punch back over to 4 AM wise. Most cusp coming 59 degrees, up about 6 months coming coming in evening. Funny, slight temperature shots between 11 AM noon and slight temperature shots this afternoon. Punch back before 7 AM wise. Punch that sky, but 81 degrees, up about 8 miles out, anticipation 20%. Friday night, temperature shots thunderstorms, punch back after 11 PM wise. Most clouds comes about 62 degrees, it's up about 5 miles coming, anticipation 50%, new spread out between the temp coordinate checks out about possible thunderstorms. Saturday, most of the skies are about 82 degrees, west about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday night, most clouds come at 57 degrees. Sunday, most clouds come 83 about 59 degrees. Wednesday, on Monday, Sunday podcast come 87 about 60 degrees. And for Tuesday, most Sunday podcast come 83 about 62 degrees. And for Wednesday, most clouds come about 87 degrees. Currently, not here, it is 71 degrees and first guy. Humidity is 68%, 22 above Celsius. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this June 30th, 2016 on a Thursday. Beauty. Have a good morning with good Friday. I'll see you at 12 noon for our noon time report. Have a good morning.